Hello folks, welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name's Tracy. This is gonna be a beginner workout where we're focused on your upper body strength. All right, here's the format. We'll do a little bit of a build and burn. So I'm gonna do this in rep range today. Normally we do timed, but we're gonna move a little bit slower so you can challenge your muscles toward that fatigue point. We'll do 2 sets where we're at 10 reps, and then we'll do 1 burnout set where we're gonna bump it up to 20 reps. So 2 10s, 1 20, and it'll be a great way to really fatigue the muscles. All right, you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today, and here are the ones that I have used. Of course, these are for reference and ones that I might suggest a beginner use, okay? I'm also gonna use my bench, something to sit on, so if you have that, grab a stable chair or bench. If you don't have it, I'll show you a modification. Okay, we'll start you with the warm-up and we'll end with the cool down too. Remember, these types of workouts, follow along workout structure, can be found right within our Move Daily membership. There's an amazing amount of information in there to help you grow in your fitness, wellness, and nutrition. So if you want more information, click or tap the card at the top of the screen or check in the description below. Okay, upper body strength beginner workout. Let's do this and move daily. Okay, you could put traditional strength on the watch here today. Let's warm things up. Reach across right here. So 3 sets. Normally for beginners, I might do 1 or 2 sets. So maybe this is more beginner, sort of intermediate. Reach overhead here. But this is a great way to begin to challenge your muscles, put a little bit more volume on each specific muscle group. And of course, we're just working upper body today, so we'll get lots of opportunities to do that. Let's heel dig here. Draw your elbows back and stretch through the chest. High knee here, reach your arms up. Let's butt kick, punch right there. Okay, and circles for the arms, big stretch. Reverse direction. Good, and hinge forward at the hips. Knees are soft. We're gonna just turn and stretch through the chest. You can give that wrist a roll here. Switch sides. You could rest your hand on your knee if you need to. Switch again. And 1 more here. Good, round up. Little shoulder roll right here. And reverse direction. And a little torso turn here. Draw your shoulder across the body. Very nice. Okay, so there's your first few exercises. Remember, we'll do 2 sets of 10 reps and then 1 set of 20 with lighter weights to burn it out. Okay, we're gonna do supersets. That means 2 different exercises back to back and opposing muscle groups. That enables us to sort of go from the one exercise to the other without a lot of rest in between. We're gonna start with a chest press, and again, 10 reps. I'm gonna hold my 12s and I'm gonna go on the bench, but you could go on the floor if you don't have a bench. Okay, 10 reps over the chest, holding 12s. Get into position. Let's bring those elbows in a little bit, 45 degrees, and press over the chest for 10. Push, very good. And 2. One more for me, and that is 10. Okay, we're gonna go right into a bent over row for our back. I'm gonna stick with that 12-pound dumbbell. I want you to hinge forward onto something so the back is super flat. We'll do 10 reps per side. I'm holding a 12, and here we go, up for 10. There's 10, and we'll switch sides. Nice flat back, and we pull. 10 on this side. Okay, there's 10. Excellent. Good. Little rest for a second, not too long. As I said, we're working opposing muscle groups, which enables you to go right back into the chest since it was resting. But I'll let you have a sip. Okay, second set, again with the 10 reps. I'll stick with 12s. Get ready over the chest and push right here for 10 and 1. Good, keep those wrists locked in neutral. And there's our 10. Now back to the one arm row. I think I'll go up to a 15-pound, but of course lift within your abilities, what you have. You can hinge anywhere, right? Like a table, a couch, a chair. So let's do it here. I've got 15 pounds and we're going again for 10 reps a side. Pull. Good. 2. And there's 10, switching sides, roll that shoulder back and pull. And there's 10. Okay. Into our burnout round. So maybe a little bit lighter because we do have to double the reps now. So I might go to 10 pounds on the chest press. You want your arms to feel, your chest to feel like it's fatigued. So choose a weight where it gets challenging toward the end. All right, I'm holding 10s, 20 reps here. Let's go. Up. Good. And 2. We're halfway with 10, 10 more now. Last for me, and 20. Nice. Okay, how did that feel? Not too bad? Not too bad. Okay, well, let's go to our one arm row, 20 per arm here. So choose what you like. I'll go with a 12-pound. Roll the shoulder back and pull right here for 20. So up, good, and 2. There's 10, halfway, 10 more.
Now I'ma pick you up at your place tonight. I'll wear you on my skin like a fake tattoo, right? And we'll escape like smoke.
And there's 20. Very good. Okay, switching sides. I'll just come on this side here. Nice flat back, roll your shoulder back, and pull for 20.
Just like in a dream, I dream it's a machine. Buckle up and hold on tight. I wanna break the waves tonight.
Halfway, 10 more here.
There's no coming back this time for you and I, because tonight we're gonna leave the world behind.
And 20. Okay, good. Definitely felt the fatigue building up in those muscles. Let's give that just a bit of a stretch right here for a moment. Nice work, folks. Okay, take a look at the screen. There's our next superset. We're gonna go into some biceps and triceps coming up next. Let's go with our hammer curl. So 10 reps here. Hammer curl, I think I'm gonna use 12 pounds. No, maybe 10s. Those feel heavy. Okay, 10 pounds. You can go anywhere between 5s, 8s, 10s, whatever works for you. Roll your shoulders back, knees are soft. Hammer curls for 10. So all the way up, all the way down. That's it. 2.
Now I'ma pick you up at your place tonight, and we'll give a sleeping world one last kiss goodbye.
Control at the bottom. Don't swing. Last one here. And there's 10. Let's move into tricep extensions. So we're gonna lie on our back on the floor or on your bench. I'll hold 8s, but again, you can go 3s, 5s, 8s, somewhere in that range. Okay, arms are up, palms face each other, and we're bending at the elbow here. So you're back for 10, and press. Slow, and 2. All right, that's 10. Excellent, set those down. Good, second set, second harder working set. So think about what you can do. Maybe I'll grab 12s this time. But again, you do what challenges your muscles. Roll the shoulders back, knees are soft, and straight up and down for your hammer curl. All the way up and down.
It's electric when you kiss me. Never felt this way before. We're magnetic.
There's 10 reps there. Set those down. We'll move right back to the tricep extension. Again, on your back on the ground or your bench. I will stick with 8s here. Let's get into position. All right, again, wrists are locked in neutral, bending at the elbow for 10. So back and press.
Get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real. It's high up above from the ground, but closer to heaven.
One more for me. There we go. Now we'll move into our burnout set, folks. So what weight amount can you lift 20 times? We're gonna go a little bit lighter here. I think I'll go with my 10s for that hammer curl, but you could do 5s, 8s, or 10s, somewhere in that range. Ready? We'll hit 20 in a row, and here we go. Up. Good. And 2. Keep those elbows in. There's 10, we're halfway. 10 more. Last one here. There we go. Okay, very nice. Let's finish off this circuit here, this superset with our triceps. You can lighten a little bit. We're doing 20 reps now. I'm gonna go to 5 pounds each hand. All right, you've got 20 reps here. Ready? Let's knock this out for 20. I'm halfway with 10. We've got 10 more. Starting to feel this now. Feel a little bit of the shake in the muscles. That's fine. Just more muscle fiber recruitment. Last 5 for me. Okay, very nice. Good work. Let's set those down, take a little break for a second, shake those arms out. We're gonna go to some shoulders next. We're gonna do a lateral raise to hit that lateral head. Then we'll do an overhead press, which is a bit more focused on your anterior head, the front shoulder. For the shoulder press, you can sit. I'm gonna pop my chair up to a tall back, but you could also stand if you wish. So let's start with that lateral raise. Now, I think I'll go to 5 pounds, but of course you could go lighter, 1, 2, 3, 5 to 8, whatever you'd like. Let's go for 10 reps, shoulders low and back and out to the side right here for 10. Good, push. There's 10. All right, seated or standing. I'm gonna pop this up right there. I'm gonna go up to 8 pounds, but of course, 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s, 8s, anywhere in that range is good. All right, I'm way over to the side. Sorry, I could have moved this. Overhead press, bring those elbows in slightly or do a fully neutral press if that's easier on your shoulders. All right, here we go. We press. Keep your head looking straight ahead. Last one here, and that's 10. Now, if an overhead press hurts you and you don't love it, you could also do a seated front raise that hits front shoulder there as well. Okay, let's shake it out for a second because we're gonna go right back into the lateral raise. But I wanna just give you a little more break here since we are working shoulders. Yes, it's the different head of the shoulder. There's 3 parts. There's the anterior, okay, there's the lateral head and the posterior head. So today we're not working the posterior, we're just doing the other 2, but it's still a part of the shoulder, of course. Let's get ready for set 2, sticking with 5s, shoulders low and back, and 10 reps here. So we push, good, and 2. Little pause at the top if you'd like, 3, that's it. And there's 10. I'm gonna rack those because I'm gonna go down on our 20 rep. But let's hit this for 10 reps again. Our shoulder press. I'll stick with 8s. Bring those elbows in slightly, neutral neck, and press overhead for 10. There we go. Excellent. Now we're into our burnout set. So we're up to 20 reps of everything. For lateral raises, I'm gonna lighten to those 3 pounds. That's as light as I have. You might need to go to 1 or 2 pounds here. Okay, roll your shoulders back, soften the knees. I want you to think about kind of doing a snow angel, how you would push the snow. That's basically what I want you to do with your arms here with the weights. Okay, 20 reps, here we go, and we push. Good, and 2. Halfway, there's 10. Stick your chest out. You don't want to round in the upper shoulders. Last here, boom. Okay, excellent. I'm gonna lighten a little bit to my 5s for the shoulder press. Of course, you can go a lot lighter than that as well. 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s, 8s, whatever works for you. Okay, overhead for 20, rest in between if you need. Let's knock these out. 1. 10, halfway, 10 more. Last here and up and relax. Woo, there we go. Felt that in the shoulders. Okay, let's take a little break for a moment. Take a look at the screen, and that's the next superset coming up. We're gonna move into a front press. It's a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of chest here. Let's go, I'm gonna go with 5s. Again, you can go lighter if you'd like. Shoulders low and back, pressing over the chest. Make sure that you're not pushing the hips forward. You don't want to arch the back, so you could stagger your stance if you need. Over the chest for 10, and we push. Good, and 2. And there's your 10. We're gonna go into a reverse grip row. So I think I will hold 12s here, 10s or 12s, maybe in that range. We're gonna hinge forward at the hips, back is super flat, palms face the ceiling, and we're pulling to the ribs. Okay, neutral neck. Here we go, we pull for 10. Think of squeezing the shoulder blades together at the top with a slight pause there. Good, and 4. There's 10. Okay, very good. Back to our pec deck, or to our front press rather, not a pec deck, front press. I'll go back to those 5s. All right, making sure that you're not arching the back, you roll the shoulders, staggered stance if you'd like, and press over the chest for 10. 1. And there's 10 for me. Back to your reverse grip pull, row. I'll stick with the 12s. Okay, nice flat back, hip hinge here, Palms are up and we pull for 10. And there's 10. Okay, good. So those down. Okay, now's the harder round. We're going for 20 reps. So I would go nice and light. Again, you can use no weight and just do the arm motion. 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound. I'm gonna stick with 3s. I think that'll be heavy enough because we're fighting gravity on this one. All right, ready? Press for 20 and 1. Again, that staggered stance is helpful so you don't arch the back. There's 5, 15 more, let's go. And halfway, 10 more now. Last 5 here. And there we go, nice. Okay, finishing off with our reverse grip row. Little lighter, I'm gonna go with 10 pounds each hand, but you can go lighter if you'd like. Roll the shoulders back, we hinge, and let's pull for 20. Up, good. 2. We're gonna do a little back stretch halfway, just in case you need it. If you don't need it, just keep going, but I'm gonna give it to those who do. Here's 8, 9, 10, little stretch if you need. All right, last 10 here. Let's power through. Last 3, 2, 1. You're done, and you've moved daily in your upper body. Build and burn, or strength and burnout. Nice work, everyone. Thanks for joining. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this workout, but stay for a stretch if you can. Okay, let's find something to put our arm on, and we're gonna open up and twist here a bit, stretching through that pec muscle right there. Nice work, everyone. Some of those were a little challenging for 20 reps, weren't they? It's a good way to sort of test where you're at. Sometimes I think we don't necessarily lift heavy enough with our first few sets. Switch sides. Of course, when you're brand new, you should always start light and work your way up. But sometimes we stay at the light weights for a long time and we're not really seeing necessarily any gains. And we were like, why? But if you've been staying at the same, there's no progressive overload, right? So there's no reason for the muscle to adapt to a new load. Let's bring the arm across, right? So we got to increase that mechanical tension. We've got to either increase the weights, the intensity, the reps, and that can help challenge the muscle a little bit more. Switch sides here. So maybe 3 sets was more than you've done in a while. And so that's the overload right there. That's good. Maybe increasing the reps, even though we lightened the weight, maybe it was still challenging for your muscle toward that fatigue or failure point. And that's excellent. That's what we want. Up and over for triceps. I think a lot of people just stay in the comfortable zone where it's not really challenging because it's easier on our everything. It's easier psychologically, physically, switch sides. But yeah, to grow muscle, it is work. It is a lot of work. And if you didn't grow up doing hard physical work, sometimes it's a challenge to even understand what is challenging for you, you know, arms back, thumbs down. But keep trying it, keep picking up a different weight or a heavier weight and challenging that slowly over time. And I bet you can do more than you think you can. I bet you can. All right, folks, thanks for joining today. Go Move Daily now in your wellness nutrition. Check out the membership. All of the details are right there, and we'd love to see you in the group.